When I was 15, I ran away from home. I didn't have anywhere to go, no job, no money, but I was set on going my own way, making my own decisions. I had no idea this choice was going to make my life a living hell. One day, I was walking to the store and a guy pulled up, asked me if I wanted a ride. I told him I didn't and kept going, but he wouldn't give up. When I got to the store, he was waiting for me. "I'm Derek," he said, then paid for my stuff. I smiled at him, told him thank you, and the next thing I knew, he was grabbing my arm, telling me to ride around with him while he sold crack. I could have said no, but I didn't. I wanted a friend, so I got in his car. He offered me some weed. I took it. Tried to act like I'd smoked before, but I barely knew how to inhale. He was nice to me. Seemed like he liked me, so I flirted back. It felt good. After a while, we went back to his house, smoked more weed. Then he offered me 3 Xanax. He called them bars. When I took all 3, he asked me, "Are you ready?" I looked back at him and said, "For what?" When the drugs hit, they felt so good. Everything seemed so easy, so right. And then Derek started kissing me, told me exactly what I wanted to hear. "I want to be with you," he said. And for days, all we did was stay high and have sex in his house. I felt like I was his. But after a while, those days got shorter and shorter, until a month would go by and we hardly talked. I thought he was done with me, so I started seeing another guy. What I didn't know was he was enemies with Derek. Word got around quick. People told me Derek was going to mess me up because I was with that boy, but I didn't change things. I don't think I believed it. That's when everything fell apart. Derek showed up one night, took me for a drive. He was acting strange, so I asked him what was wrong. "Shut up and ride," he said, so I did. When we pulled up to his house, he took me inside, told me to go into his room and shut the door. I was nervous because I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know what to do. Back in the room, before I could do anything, he grabbed me and threw me against the wall. He started choking me. "I should kill you," he said. When he let go, I fell to the ground. Before I could catch my breath, he started hitting me. I screamed, but he kept on hitting me over and over again. The pain was horrible. When he finally stopped, some of his friends came in. They told me to strip. I looked at Derek. "Why are you doing this to me?" "'Cause you be playing games with me. You know what you be doing." His homeboys handed me 5 bars and told me to relax. I was scared. I didn't want them to beat me, so I took them. Started getting dizzy and confused. They stripped me, held me down, and even though I was kicking and screaming, they took turns raping me. I went numb. All I could say was "Mama," and stop, over and over again while they violated me. Derek ruined me for the rest of my life. And though it's hard to believe, even though he had done me wrong, even though he beat me, abused me, I still went back to him. I felt like I wasn't worth anything at all, but I thought maybe, just maybe, Derek loved me in his own way. But things only got worse and worse and worse. Eventually, he started pimping me. He drugged me up with meth, Xanax, and a shot of vodka, then sell me to grown men for $200 each. I was addicted to drugs. My body was beaten up, and I was sleeping with strangers for money that went to men who abused me. All I wanted was to escape, to be free, but I felt if I tried to leave, Derek would kill me. Then a friend told me to call the police to pick me up. Locking myself up was the only way I was going to get out of this situation. I told the police everything that had happened, and they took me in and pressed charges on Derek. For now, I'm finally safe, though I don't know if he's locked up or still on the streets, trafficking girls just like he had trafficked me. My hope is that I can move on, accept my past, and look toward my future. I want my story to reach out and touch others, to make them understand that what happened to me can happen to anyone. It doesn't matter your age or your race. Stay safe. By the grace of God, I made it out of that situation, and I'm here today sharing my story.